Hey guys, it's me. Today I really wanted to go over how to apply and actually more doing than talking and explaining what to do about your shin splint and IT band pain and whatnot. If you got questions about it, just go maybe 3 or 4 videos before this one and explain to you not only how to figure out if you have a stress fracture, if it's more muscle or bone and all that. More specifics of the what, but today we're going to focus on the how to get things done. Okay, and for those of you guys that have not seen or follow me, my name is Carlos. I'm the creator of the fit lab method. Real quick, this is part of the roadmap that everybody gets once they start working through the fit lab method on your own. And today we're going to be focusing not on so much on the bottom, which is restoration, but on that middle of the road, which is more from restoring to returning, right? So, especially if you're a runner or walker, I'm gonna lower the tripod here, so because we're gonna be doing a lot of with the lower legs. So I want you guys to be able to. But as you can see, there's a bunch of toys in the market. We're talking about foam rollers, quad bowlers, trigger point balls, lacrosse balls, braces, you name it. So when we're talking about restoring and returning to your event or your activity, what you really want to do is three things. Okay, one is to take care of the inflammation, another one is to restore movement, and third and but most importantly, either strengthen or loosen up the area that you need to. Okay, so three things. And the most important thing about it, you have to be consistent, and that's what I'm going to show you how to be consistent about it for 3 weeks, 3 times a week. Okay, you're gonna do three things. So 3 times 3 times 3. And I can give you a cheat sheet that talks you through it exactly. But let's get to it. So the first part, let's say that we're talking about Achilles, which is being one of the things that a lot of people have been talking. This is my rupture Achilles, actually, non-surgical. So luckily, I had a great masseuse, Brenda. So with the Achilles, what you want to focus is on the soleus muscle, not so much the calf muscle, but on the soleus. And because we're talking today more how to do it instead of what to do, we're going to go right to it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my trigger point ball and a small lacrosse ball, and I'm going to go over the soleus and kind of loosen it up. Okay, and I'm just going to go from the top of from the teardrop of the calf down the Achilles all the way down to the soleus, and I kind of work it that way. And for those of you guys that are not familiar, it will be tender. If you're really in the acute state, it might be actually painful. Now, if you don't have these, what you can use is your good old roller. And here's the key: you don't want to massage it, right? Because that's not going to do anything. You really want it to release it. So once you place it, I'm going to shift it over here. You want to place it not on the calf muscle, but maybe 2 or 3 fingers above the ankle bone, and then pin it down with the other foot, and you're going to circle your foot around 4 times one direction, 4 times the other direction. Okay, and your goal is to have a good range of motion on that, and that's going to increase the blood flow to the area and whatnot. Okay, now if you don't have your typical biofreeze like this that I carry and kind of hand to my folks to keep it in their running pack or their to go bag, you can always use some off the shelf little anti-inflammatory, and my preferred method is the doTERRA oil, the deep blue. Okay, and then you're gonna work on it through it and just really knead it. Okay, just go on the inside of the leg or the lower leg, and then on the outside. Okay, now notice that I'm not quite on the Achilles. I'm not really hammering on the Achilles like you see a lot of people just rolling broomsticks and barbells and stuff. I'm going on the outside because the inflammation is actually looking for a place to disperse. Okay, so it's not about aggravating. More pain doesn't really mean that you're doing better. Okay, some women most likely have these around, so you can sneak it away from them and just again increase the blood flow to the area. Okay, And I go like maybe 10, 20 seconds, either with the ball, the roller, or with the handheld massager. And you want to be towards tender. And notice I'm going circular motion. Now, once that's completed, okay, here's the kicker. You have to stretch it, okay? So we're going to stretch it with the knee bend, not the knee straight, because then you're stretching your calf, and we really want to get that soleus muscle, okay? More on the inside than on the outside. I don't know if you notice my hand there shifting over, but you really want to pull on the inside arm to get that little inversion, okay? Especially most people that are toe runners or heel runners will go through that. And again, 10, 20 seconds will be ideal. Okay. Now, at this point, this is the part that you figured out if you need to do your strength exercise and go through the ankle bend exercise for dorsiflexion or eversion, whatever it is. Or if you're on the other side of the bridge with this condition that you need to actually do more standing stretch with like a calf stretch setup that you can do static, or if you need to use the strap again and do more stretching. Now, once you're done, that's part two. Once you're done with that, this is your lifesaver. Okay. A lot of people like to go with the compression socks. These are mine for when I do my runs and my obstacle course races. And they're great and dandy. However, here's the reality of things. Most runners or most people like you that are active don't really stretch every single day like you should. Okay. So that's when the KT, this is kinesio tape, actually kinesiotex, not kinesio tape, does the magic because you apply it, okay, and you keep it for 3 days. Now, if we're working Achilles tendinitis, you want to apply it from the bottom up, okay. Now, you're going to look for the skinny part of your Achilles, right above maybe a finger or two above the heel of your ankle, and then you're going to go vertically. And you're going to anchor it on the bottom, give it 1 or 2 pull, some people call it 25%, and then lay it out, and then rub it in. Okay, so that's the kicker, because this tape has the elasticity property to keep you with that flexibility and elasticity in that area. But the most important part, and I don't know if you guys can see it from the previous application, is this: the intention that you see is because the tape, let's see if I can pull it up, has this little valve. You see that white little strip? That's actually what's going to create the inflammation, the swelling that you got going in the area away from the area, which is why we did the blood flow earlier, the first part. Okay, so again, in recap, and today we focus on the Achilles tendonitis, which seems to be pretty predominant in the last few weeks in the community. You want to increase the blood flow area so the swelling has somewhere to go, especially in the small area like the Achilles tendons and the calf area have very little area. So the more you can draw blood towards the calf, maybe the quads, the better. Then you go to the part two, which is either to resume or restore the strength or the flexibility that you're lacking. You're going to go through that process. And third and but not least, you apply the kinesiotex or the kinesio tape, whichever one you have. And again, I recommend that more than the socks, the compression socks, or even a brace. Okay? Because again, 8 out of 10 of you guys are not stretching as much as you should or efficient as you should, and the tape will do that. Now, here's the kicker again, like I said at the beginning, you got to do it 3 times a week for 3 weeks consistently. Okay? You do that and you will see noticeable changes. Trust me. Okay? Once again, Carlos with J. Carlos FitLab, creator of the FitLab method. Next time we'll go over the IT band and maybe the performance. Okay? But in the meantime, leave comments below what you think about it. If you have any specific questions to given your situation, definitely let me know below. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye.